Thank you. Well, good evening and welcome. I'm Stacy Yao. I am so proud to stand before you as CUSD Superintendent. Tonight, we come together as a community to honor the remarkable achievements of our students and staff. This special evening is a celebration of excellence, dedication, and the embodiment of our district's portrait of a learner competencies we are unfolding into teaching and learning throughout CUSD. Our portrait of a learner journey defines the attributes we continue to strive to cultivate in every individual in our learning community. These 7 competencies serve as guiding principles, shaping our efforts to prepare students for success in a dynamic and interconnected world. Our critical thinkers who approach problems with curiosity, analyze information thoughtfully, and embrace a lifelong love of learning. Effective communicators who express their ideas with clarity and purpose, using their voices to inspire, inform, and connect. Inclusive collaborators who value diversity, build meaningful relationships, and work together to achieve shared goals. Our inspired creators who harness their creativity and imagination to innovate and bring bold ideas to life. Our global contributors who demonstrate awareness, empathy, and active engagement with the world, making a positive impact on their communities and beyond. Our resilient learners who embrace challenges, persevere through adversity, and continually grow from their own experiences. Wellness is prioritized for their well-being and cultivates a balance in their physical, emotion, and mental health. Each of tonight's honorees exemplify these attributes in extraordinary ways, inspiring us with their commitment to excellence, their passion for learning, and their contributions to our school community and far beyond. We are incredibly proud of all the award recipients tonight. Their achievements reflect not only their hard work and perseverance, but also their dedication to making a meaningful difference. We are reminded that these qualities we celebrate here tonight are more than ideals. They are lived experiences that shape the world around us. A special thank you to our parents in attendance tonight. We know that without your support and partnership, it's an essential to ensure all students are provided the learning environment to acquire the skills and knowledge for them to continue their development into adulthood. I'd like to give all of our parents a round of applause for them. Congratulations to each of our honorees. Thank you for embodying the spirit of our portrait of a learner and inspiring us all. Let's take this opportunity tonight to reflect on the incredible potential within our own community and celebrate the bright futures ahead for our students and staff. I'm pleased to announce and introduce and thank our board members who are in attendance with us tonight. Our board president, Jerry Liu. Vice President Satish Madhatta. Trustee Sylvia Long. Trustee Ava Chow. Trustee Long Jiao. And we have a special guest with us from Assembly Member Patrick Aaron's office, his new District Director, Victoria Lowe, who is also an alumni of CUSD. I hope that you all enjoy this evening of recognition and celebration as we recognize students and staff from Faria Elementary, Muir Cliff Elementary, McAuliffe School, and our host school, Murdoch Patel. At this time, I'd like to invite our first school up, our host school, Murdoch Patel, Principal Allison LeVar.
Okay, well, thank you, Superintendent Yao and board for giving us this opportunity to recognize some of our incredible students and staff. As she mentioned, my name is Allison Levara, and I have the absolute honor and privilege of being principal here at Portal. It's a special place to be, and just so happy to recognize 3 of our incredible students and 1 staff member tonight. So our first student to be recognized is a 5th grader, Ava Mortazai. Can you? Okay. So Ava stands out here at Murdoch Portal, just for this calm demeanor that she has up here, first one on stage. She is always so kind and smiling, just like this, always all around campus. She is a student who is always willing to lend a hand. She leads the kindergartners in first grade down the hall twice a day to get their breakfast and lunch, and is just a joy to have on campus. Ava's teacher, Miss Hernandez, who's here, had the most wonderful things to share about you, Ava. Here's what she said. Ava is such a joy to have in the classroom. Her big smile and positive attitude is contagious around the students and adults who visit. She takes ownership and pride in all of her work. She is constantly motivated to do her best and encourages others to do the same. She will always be there to help anyone that needs help. Aside from her amazing work ethic in the classroom, she also helps out around school by being a lunch helper, rainy day monitor, and is an expect respect leader. Due to all of these activities, she has become a confident communicator, a creative thinker, and an excellent problem solver. And it is such a pleasure for Ms. Hernandez to get to know you, Ava, and see you grow into the amazing student that you are. I had the privilege of attending a field trip today with Ava, and she was behind me on the bus, and I was just like, what? Who's behind me? Because they are having a lot of fun. And I'm like, oh, Ava. So your positivity is just very contagious. I would like to introduce Ava's family that's here tonight. Her mom, Nan, her two younger siblings who also go to Portal, here her brother Cyrus and her sister Mila. And she also has her uncle JJ in the room, who drove down from San Francisco, and her grandma, who is often spotted on our campus. Unfortunately, Ava's dad couldn't be here tonight, but they said that Ava knows he is thinking of her and would be here if he could, and that he is extremely proud of you and your accomplishments thus far. And your parents will continue to support you with everything and anything you set your heart and mind on. And they love you very, very much. Outside of school, Ava loves to play basketball, actually inside of school too. You can find her on the basketball court when she's not helping out around campus at any time. She loves golf. And it was very interesting to learn that not only does she just like to play golf, but she plays golf with our amazing crossing guard, Pete, who she interacts with every day, twice a day. I was like, that is incredible, Ava. She loves to draw. I have some special drawings that I have received from her, so she's quite the artist. And at school, she enjoys writing both fictional stories, and she loves reading. So Ava, it has been an absolute pleasure to get to know you over the past 4 years. You are just an incredible asset to our school community and very well deserving of this recognition tonight. So congratulations. Thank you. Okay, you can stand on this side. Okay, thank you, Ava. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of papers and I'm gonna lose something here. Let me tilt this a teeny bit. Okay. All right, the next student to recognize today is another fifth grader, Shrija Nayak. Shrija, can you come up? Okay, so as you can see, she's kind of holding in her smile. I'm a little surprised tonight. Shrija has the most incredibly bright personality that literally can light up any room that she walks into, and on any given day, likely our whole school. And she greets every task this way with a big smile and a positive attitude. When I asked Shrija's teacher, Miss Hu, what she would like to share about Shrija, this is what she said. She shared that Shrija always comes to school with a bright smile on her face and gives her peers and teachers a warm greeting. I can always count on her to show integrity and model our Portal ABCs. She acts responsibly by being prepared, being motivated to learn, and by following all school rules and procedures. She behaves respectfully by communicating and collaborating with peers and is always considerate of others. She cares for others by being a strong leader at our school. She supports and encourages her classmates and is a positive role model for the younger students by being a K-1 helper. Overall, Shrija is a Rockhopper student who is very deserving of this recognition. I'd like to introduce Shrija's parents that are here tonight, Payal and Nihal. And I asked them if they would like to share a few things about Shrija or with Shrija, and this is what they shared. It's a privilege to be here as Shrija's parents and attend this ceremony. We're very proud of Shrija's hard work and efforts being recognized. We are forever grateful to the Murdoch-Portal community for shaping Shrija's character, developing her personality, and building her confidence. Portal has been an integral part of Shrija's growing up years and has had a profound and positive impact on her. And we can proudly say, once a penguin, always a penguin. They see her as an inspiring young girl with big goals and dreams and perseverance to achieve it all. We know that they have shared, and she confirmed this, that when she grows up, she hopes to be an astronaut or a lawyer. And above all, they just seen her as being an engaged, responsible student. So outside of school, Shrija enjoys playing basketball. She plays on the Cupertino Hoops team. She does karate, but she also volunteers in her karate class to help others. She enjoys singing in a choir and loves art. In fact, she's a published artist and loves being part of anything singing related, from our school performances to her Indian musical group. Shrija she shared this with me, and I think her parents called this out at some point too, but she loves socializing. So she's an excellent student, but she loves just talking. In fact, when I was talking with her when I got here, I was kind of filling her in. She's like, oh, I have to go talk to Mr. Rolls, who was in the back, her previous teacher. So she is just so thoughtful, so social, and just so easy to get along with. So Shrija, you are a wonderful student and really just a wonderful human. I look forward to crossing paths with you around campus because you always find a way to fill my bucket. And I feel like when I walk by you, I am just reminded how lucky I am to work with such amazing kids each and every day. So thank you. Okay. All right, these kids are awesome. All right, next up, we get to recognize our final student of the night, another fifth grader, Rihanna DeConde. All right. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to know Rihanna over these past 4 years. She is someone who shows understanding, compassion, and maturity beyond her years. As a third grader, Rihanna really stood out to me because she excitedly took on some leadership opportunities and assisted some older students, some friends of hers, in getting our food recycling program up and running. She volunteered to do it. And now 3 years later, we continue to donate food on a weekly basis because of you. So thank you, Rihanna, for giving up your time each and every day to make that happen. Rihanna's teacher, Mr. Howden, shared that Rihanna is a joyful student. She meets all criteria for this award without a doubt. She takes ownership of her learning. She's a positive communicator, and she is always thinking of others and her school. She's involved in many activities at school, from supporting our food donation program to also putting up and bringing down our flags up front each and every morning with a friend. Rihanna is easy to get along with. She helps others to do their best. And she recently had the lead role in the class play. She not only did a great job, but she consistently helped others to improve their singing and speaking skills. Rihanna's other teacher, Mrs. Gupta, her math and social studies teacher, added that Rihanna is an exceptional student who always takes responsibility for her learning She embodies our Portal ABCs of acting responsibly, behaving respectfully, and caring for others, and is a role model to her classmates. She is an inclusive collaborator who respects others' opinion, and it's an absolute pleasure to have Rihanna in her classroom as she radiates positivity with her warm smile and can-do attitude. Rihanna's parents are here, Sandeep and Rupal, right here and right here. And her brother Rashawn, who's an 8th grader who also went to Portel. They couldn't be prouder of Rihanna being recognized with this award. They believe it's a reflection of her hard work, passion, and the values that she holds dear. And they're thrilled to see her growth. She is not only a wonderful student, but also a compassionate and thoughtful individual who inspires them as her parents daily. And they're very grateful to the school to be able to give her this space to shine. So congratulations, Rihanna. I do want to share that outside of school, Rihanna enjoys Taekwondo and gymnastics. And just this November, she told me she received her 2nd degree black belt in Taekwondo. And when I asked her what her favorite part about being a 5th grader here at Portal, she shared that she loves being in the classroom and working with her great teachers and seeing the patience that they show, not just for her, but for other students, to make sure that all students learn everything that they need to know before they leave here at the end of the year. And she also said how much she appreciates the leadership opportunities that she has here. So Rihanna, you are a wonderful student, and we are so lucky to have you as part of our school community. And as your parent said, I agree, this is just the beginning of some amazing things that you have in store. So congratulations. Okay, all right. Last but not least, it is my absolute pleasure to recognize an exceptional staff member. This is definitely a staff member who embodies hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence. Someone who works tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring our school is welcoming, clean, and safe for all students, for them to do what they do, but for all of us to do the work that we do every day. So it is my absolute pleasure to recognize our amazing custodian, Miss Virginia. So in the hustle and bustle of just all the day-to-day things that working at a school comes with, it's easy to overlook, I think, quiet contributions that someone like Virginia does, to really make sure that our teachers can come in and give our kids 100% each and every day. She is just there when we need her, taking care of our school wholeheartedly. She pays attention to detail. She gives us so many ideas. She's not afraid to share her thoughts and opinions about what we can do to make the school better for kids. And I think I can confidently say 100% of the time, she's generally right. She's been doing this a lot longer than me, and she knows what schools need to run efficiently and effectively so that we can do the best we can for our kids. So her dedication to service in Cupertino is very exceptional as well. This is Virginia's 30th year working in senior. He worked at one site, John Muir Elementary School, for 25 years. Yeah, there's some of her old friends in the house, and I know she gave all she had to give there, and an opportunity came up, and Virginia moved over to Portal 5 years ago, and we are just so fortunate to have her here supporting us each and every day. So Virginia, I hope you know how much you are appreciated and loved, not only by that Muir staff, but by our staff. You're ours now, so thank you. I also want to recognize that Virginia has 4 sons, one of which is here today with his wife and her beautiful granddaughter in the audience. But just seeing what Virginia has given, she has twin boys, and I have twin boys that are much younger, but she gives me some real good parenting advice. And just like around campus, when Virginia says it, I know that it comes from a place of love, and I probably should do it. Whether it's school or home. So just Virginia, I hope you know what an influence you have on all of us. And even if we can't tell you every day, I hope you know from every staff member here at Portal just how much we truly, truly appreciate all you do to care for us and to care for our school. So congratulations on this really sorry, I'm gonna mess you up here.
At this time, I'm going to invite the board up and we're going to take a group picture. Also, any parents, if you would like to step closer and get a pictures, you're welcome to do that. We are also, once we take the group picture, we'll take individual pictures with Aaron Lindsay right here in the middle in the back corner. And then we do have those available as well. So congratulations. Congratulations again to our honorees from Murdoch Patel. At this time, I'd like to invite up our principal from Korea, Mary Allred Enright.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening as we have an opportunity to really recognize some of our students and staff members from Korea. I'm Mary Enright. I'm the principal at Korea and have been here for over 7 years. We have 3 fabulous students to recognize and 1 staff member. And we're going to start with our first, Vignesh Kumar, who is joining us from kindergarten. Come on up, Vignesh. Righty. Okay, so Vignesh is a vibrant member of his kindergarten community. His teacher, Audra Tate, shared that Vignesh is hardworking and creative. He takes his time with his assignments and to be sure they're completed with thoughtfulness and care. He listens well to others and shows empathy to his friends. Vignesh looks for the good in every situation and comes to school with a joyful spirit, as you can see. Vignesh's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Kumar, if you would like to stand up, please, so that we can acknowledge all of you. So Vignesh's parents shared many positive traits with me. For example, Vignesh is an insightful thinker. He's always eager to learn and explore new ideas while displaying excellent communication skills. In addition to his academic skills, Vignesh is an active participant in extracurricular activities. He's passionate about dancing, playing basketball, and he excels in Taekwondo. I'm not sure if he's a black belt yet, but that'll help. He can demonstrate both his discipline and his love for physical activity. He's also known for his kindness and compassion, which he's always ready to offer a helping hand for those in need. He dreams one day to become President of the United States. And this is a goal that he approaches with determination and his desire to positively impact the world. His parents shared a special thank you to his wonderful classroom teacher, Miss Tate. She's truly an exceptional educator who has fostered a love for learning in our son, Vignesh. His respect for her is immense, and it's clear that her support and her patience have been key to his development. They would also like to thank all of his teachers who supported and guided him during his time in preschool, and the dedication for all educators as they really support all children in this early stage of growth. So I did have a chance to speak with Vignesh a little bit more about his desire to be president. So I wondered if he just liked helping others, or maybe he wanted to be in the newspaper or be on television. And what he shared with me is, he says, I really like the White House. And I can imagine that would be a great place to live, and what a wonderful place to make a difference and to aspire to. So with that, I'd like to appreciate his excitement for learning and his willingness to take on challenges like being the president. So please join me in congratulating Vignesh for his superintendent. All right, thank you. So next, I'd like Advaita Jha to come up and join me, please. Advaita. So Advaita is a wonderful addition to her second grade classroom. Her teacher, Miss Lipka, shared that after teaching at FRIA for 8 years, I have never come across a student like Advaita. She is kind, caring, empathetic, and helpful. Not only is she strong in academics and classroom behavior, but her social skills are far behind her years. She is kind and inclusive to all students inside and outside the classroom. She sits by one student who needs a little extra love and attention, and without being prompted, she constantly offers her assistance, guides him in the right direction, and gives him compliments for trying his best. Advaita treats everyone, adults and children, with the utmost respect, as you see. She brings a smile to her teacher's face every day. She is one of a kind. When I spoke with Advaita, I could sense her kind, compassionate personality. She shared that she'd like to either be a fashion designer or a nurse. So I could see that her compassionate nature would be perfect for her desire to help each other as a nurse, but I was a little more curious about fashion design. Now I can see why. Advaita shared that she loves to draw people and she likes to draw the clothes on them that they can wear. So I shared with her what an interesting profession fashion design would be because it changes all the time. And you have to think about why people need the clothes that they wear. Sometimes they might need a warm coat, but they also want to look attractive and fun. So Advaita is very humble, and her compassionate personality and her positive approach while working with others are durable skills that are going to see her proud in wherever she heads. We look forward to seeing Advaita use her creativity to pursue anything that she wishes. So Mr. and Mrs. Jha, if you would please stand up and join me in congratulating Advaita. All right. Thank you. So finally, our last student is in 5th grade, and her name is Yogashri Manikandan. Come on up, Yogashri. So Yogashri is an exceptional 5th grade student at FRIA who's respectful, community-oriented, and leads by setting good examples for others. Mrs. Menon, her teacher, noticed that she was one of the original Expect Respect team in 4th grade last year, and she's continued on that important team this year. In class and on campus, Yogashri demonstrates kindness and respect to her peers and all adults. She helps clean up the lunch tables without being asked and assists other students in class. She demonstrates leadership in a variety of ways by being a boot camp leader, dancing in front in the Halloween performance, and being a very good, caring big buddy. Yogashri represents the best qualities that we strive for in FRIA students. She's prepared, kind, thoughtful, eager to learn, and eager to help. I personally am always energized when I see Yogashri in the morning at recess or at lunch. She always has a positive disposition when she sees me. As you can see, her smile and her energy just radiate. Yogashri shared with me that she's not really sure what she wants to do as a career because there are just so many choices. But she said she likes biology, and I said, I totally understand because I know how much you enjoy being part of a community and learning about communities and how they work. At school, she has many areas where she excels. She's comfortable with taking the initiative to be a community, to make the community a better place and be a leader by example. The Faria philosophy statement addresses the desire to form successful and positive citizens. And we can see those skills shining brightly through Yogashri. So Mr. and Mrs. Manikandan, if you could please stand, and as we applaud Yogashri for her skills as a model to his students. All right. All right. So I have the pleasure of introducing our staff member that's being awarded today, Miss Lynn Dardis. Please go ahead. So Lynn retired from Faria a few years ago, but she's continued to serve our students in amazing ways. So Lynn was a first grade teacher at Faria for many years, including during the pandemic. And afterward, she transitioned into retirement with occasional substitute teaching assignments. However, unusual needs come up at school. And for example, we were in need of a teacher to start a new third grade class last year in the middle of the year. And we knew we needed someone that had the experience at Faria, as well as positive, nurturing personality so that we could develop a strong sense of community with this new class. And the first person we thought of was Lynn, and she was open to the challenge. Now, this was a grade level that Lynn had not taught before, and there was going to be many challenges ahead. She agreed to work on it even before the class was formed. She was working in the classroom during the Christmas holiday with her colleagues to get the room ready so that they could walk in the door and be ready. Her colleagues rallied around her and she gracefully opened that classroom, welcomed the students and families, and developed a very happy classroom community. So Lynn has this outstanding ability to listen, to learn, and to meet students where they are. She nurtured and guided this group last year with grace and hard work. And Lynn can be seen at school early and staying late. She continues to be a long-term substitute this year in the third grade classroom, and she does whatever it takes to make sure that every student has a positive learning experience. And she gives herself the space to take on many challenges. This year, she has had more experiences, and we knew that our students in third grade were set up for success. Now, Lynn is also very, she doesn't receive recognition that easily. This is a hard thing for her, but we're very grateful and honored and excited to celebrate her this evening. She is a model professional that understands that changes are inevitable and how we approach challenging situations is totally under our control. Each day she starts with a positive, can-do attitude, and she never settles for anything less than she can provide. She's amazingly resilient. She is the model of a professional collaborator, and she's a friend to all, as you see. Lynn is always looking out for others, whether it's her family, her children, her grandchildren, her colleagues, and her students. Her service and compassion are boundless, and we are all the beneficiaries. So thank you, Lynn. She has many family members and colleagues here. We're so grateful for you to all be here. Let's all join in the celebration of Lynn. Yeah.
Congratulations again to our Faria honorees. Our next presenter will be from our Muir Clip at school, and I would like to introduce and bring up Principal Jen Lashir.
Thank you, Superintendent Yao, for this wonderful opportunity to celebrate the exceptional individuals who make Muir, also known as Mu Ai Xiaoxue, such a special place. Let's begin with our first remarkable honoree. First, I'd like to introduce fifth grader Madison Tasia, also known as Chen Zhen, oh, 天啊，再说一次，陈张亚。I always mix up my intonations. Can you say it for me? Oh, 郑昌亚. I apologize. I even practiced all night. All right. So to Madison's family who have played such a crucial role in shaping this exceptional young lady, would you please stand to be recognized? With Madison tonight are parents Linda and Stephen. And sister Quinn, who's in kindergarten. So Madison embodies the very essence of what we strive for at 母爱小学. She is a joyous, engaged learner who approaches her studies with enthusiasm and dedication. Her teachers describe her as an exemplary student who consistently demonstrates a commitment to excellence. Madison's ability to seek out challenges and facilitate collaboration and group work is truly impressive, especially considering that she's developing her bilingual skills through our CLIP program without speaking Mandarin at home. What sets Madison apart is not just her academic prowess, but her positive influence on our school community. She consistently strives for what is best for everyone, showing empathy, respect, and leadership for her peers. Whether she's participating in student council or supporting her classmates, Madison's unwavering character of perseverance inspired those around her. Madison, we are incredibly proud of you and your achievements. Let's give a round of applause for Madison Tasia. Next, I'm delighted to introduce fourth grader Jerome Chan. Chen Zirong. To Jerome's incredible family who have nurtured his remarkable young man, would you please stand to be recognized? Here tonight with Jerome are his proud parents, Tiffany and Conrad, his sixth grade brother Theo, and his kindergartner sister, Evelyn. As his parents beautifully share, we are so proud of Jerome's hard work and willingness to embrace challenges. We're also deeply thankful to the teachers and staff at Muir who have been instrumental in bringing out his full potential. Thank you all so much. Jerome is a shining example of a collaborative learner. He thrives in group activities, always seeking ways to bring out the best in his teammates. His ability to facilitate collaboration by ensuring everyone's voice is heard is truly commendable. Jerome's teachers describe him as a joyous, engaged learner who pursues his goals with admirable self-advocacy. What's particularly noteworthy about Jerome is his leadership in helping new to CLIP students transition smoothly using friendship as a bridge. He is a critical thinker, an effective communicator, an inspired creator, and a resilient learner. Jerome, your positive contributions to our school community and your commitment to being an inclusive collaborator make us all very proud. If you all join me in giving Jerome a round. Our third student honoree is third grader Vanessa Lilly. I'd like to recognize her incredible family who have been instrumental in nurturing this wonderful young lady. With Vanessa tonight are parents Na and Nan and her brother Brandon, who is also in kindergarten. So all three of my kiddos have siblings in kindergarten. Her parents share that Vanessa is an amazing kid, from participating in school events like the Chinese language contests and talent shows to diligently working on homework and practicing piano at home. We are immensely proud of her hard work and remarkable achievements. Family, if you please stand to be recognized. Vanessa's journey in our CLIP program is truly inspiring. Despite not speaking much Chinese at home initially, she has made remarkable progress, now able to write letters to her grandmother and communicate with family in China. Vanessa's love for storytelling in both Chinese and English showcases her creativity and linguistic skills. Her teachers praise her excellent academic performance, respectful attitude, and willingness to help others. What stands out about Vanessa is her resilience, her passion for learning, and the positive impact she has on those around her. Vanessa, your dedication to growth and your ability to inspire others makes you a true asset to our school community. If you'll please join me in recognizing Vanessa. Lastly, okay. It gives me great pleasure to recognize a staff member who has been, I can't look at you then. An integral part of our school community for many years, Lynn Fleck. Lynn's journey with our district is a testament to her dedication and love for education, from being a CUSD alumna herself to a devoted parent, volunteer, and now an indispensable member of our staff for the past 18 years. Lynn has worn many hats, each with distinction. Tonight with her is her husband, John, who is also a CUSD alumna. As our school secretary, Lynn goes above and beyond her role. She is often the first face our students, parents, and staff see, and she greets each with warmth, understanding, and a readiness to help. Lynn has a unique ability to make everyone feel heard and valued. She guides our students in developing their social skills, answers parents' questions with patience and care, and provides emotional support to our staff. Lynn's empathy, listening skills, and genuine care for our Muir community are truly remarkable. She celebrates the joys and supports through the challenges, embodying the spirit of compassion and dedication that we value so highly. Lynn. I know your commitment to our school, your positive impact on countless lives, and your unwavering support make you an invaluable member of our team. We are incredibly fortunate to have you, and this recognition is well deserved. Let's give Lynn a round of applause. To all of our honorees tonight, Madison, Jerome, Vanessa, and Lynn, thank you for your outstanding contributions to our school community. You each embody the values and characteristics that make Mu Ai Xiao Xue a wonderful place to learn and grow. So thank you.
Congratulations again to our Muir honorees. Our last school I'd like to invite up our principal from McCulloch, Adrian Van Gordon.
My teacher and Dad and I like to do this together. So we're going to start by inviting all three of our student honorees up. Sohan Villalon, please come on up. Sohan. And Sohan's parents, put him in the room, please stand up so we can acknowledge you as well. Our second honoree is Ahana Rana. Ahana, please come on up. And Ahana's parents, Bana and Vikram, please stand up. And our third and final honoree is Sil Campbell. Sil, please come on up. And could the parents, Candace and George, please stand up. I'm going to let Jeff speak to the qualities of our students and our student body. Jeff, it's yours.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Sohan and Ahana and Sil. For eighth graders, 14-year-olds, I think being chosen by your peers to represent our entire school as we accept the superintendent's award. I asked them to craft a statement about why they thought every student at McAuliffe in some way or another, and in different ways, embody these ideals in the superintendent's award. And this is what they wrote. McAuliffe students are curious learners who aren't afraid to ask questions. Our school cultivates a fun learning environment which pushes our students to excel in their learning. Throughout the years, students are taught to work in collegial relationships with other students. A consensus-based learning environment helps our students learn to collaborate and consider others in problem solving. McAuliffe encourages students to own their learning and be independent. And I appreciate you guys doing my work for me, as I like for my students to do. And also for being here to represent our entire student body in accepting this superintendent award. I asked their classmates to help me choose who would represent them. And so they nominated and gave reasons for those nominations. And what I'd like to share with you is some of the reasons their peers chose them to be here to represent our school. One thing I'd like to add is that in the eighth grade, our students do a year-long project. And I'd like to tell you just a very little bit about their year-long project to tell you something about their interests and the kind of students they are. All three students are exemplary students, diligent workers, the highest achievement, levels in terms of academics, all those kinds of things. By hearing about what they've chosen for a year-long project, something that they're going to work on and study and do a report, they're going to do a project that impacts our community. In choosing these things, it tells you something about who they are and their projects. Sohan is working on a project involving animal testing. Ahana always chooses interesting projects. And this year it is a project, there's an intersection between food and human history and society, how food and how humans consume and use food and how that impacts our history. Such an interesting topic that I really don't understand it yet. You'll hear from some of their peers about the kinds of thinking they do. Sil has another one of these kind of intersectional studies. Sil is doing a project on humans and how we are not separate from nature. Did I say it right, Sil? Pretty good, right? Okay. This is what their peers had to say about them. For Sohan, good at communicating with people, always tries to help other people, always takes into consideration what other people's ideas are and can see through all the muck surrounding him and see the problems and goes out of his way to fix them, even if they don't directly affect him. Sohan is a very kind and loyal friend. Instead of working only with his friends, he can work well with anyone. He finds new ways to express his thinking and shows his complete competence in considering goals and the community's benefits. I have the utmost respect for his work ethic and find him to be a well-engaged learner as well as a great friend. Can you believe your friends wrote that about you? It's pretty nice. Ahana is kind, with a period. Ahana is a person who cares for everyone around her and will try to help the people around her, whether it is explaining a math concept or explaining the lattice structures of crystals to another student. She will also go down the rabbit hole to completely understand a subject that she is learning to get a fuller understanding of the world around her, always trying her best. Ahana is always on task, focused, and inspiring others to do their best. In every way, Ahana embodies what a person accepting the superintendent award should be. I know that she puts an immense amount of thought and care into her work. Ahana is a very curious and caring person with a true passion for learning. I know this because anytime something is wrong, she'll make sure she understands. And if there's something I don't understand, she'll be ready to explain it to me. I should tell you a little context for this. In our class, we have a morning meeting, and in our morning meeting, once a week, I ask them to greet each other and ask, what's the news? And they should give some little fact about their weekend or something about how their life is going. And Sil brings us, I'll tell you in a second. Your peers wrote about you, Sil. They have a passion for many things and love learning about them. They speak their mind and have helpful ideas to give. And here it is. They're like bugs. So we'll get something most people share. I played video games. I slept in. I went with my family. I went to a birthday party. This is the morning meeting. Sil will tell us about how many legs there are per segment on a centipede versus a millipede, maybe, or some new research that has just come out, maybe, and you follow the science news. Is that how you get these things? Yeah. This clarity and this passion for this topic is really, is really interesting and inspiring to her classmates, and they really understand and accept that it's going to be bug news when it comes around. Let me finish. They're like bugs and takes ownership of their learning during math, constantly thinking of new ideas. Sil is very focused, and they express this focus aloud to help everyone else focus. I also noticed that they try their hardest on every assignment. They're good at communicating what's at the forefront of their mind. They are eager to have their debates to share their point of view. Sil is very creative and very good at art. To have 3 students like this in my classroom, I know I can always depend on somebody to raise their hand and keep the conversation going when we have whole class meetings, to help regulate their own behavior. When you have 8th graders, you really depend on them to help each other keep the classroom running smoothly. Otherwise, I'm yelling at them, 8 hours a day, and I don't want to do that. Sohan is one of these guys. He'll be goofing around with his table mates over here, and when I look over at him, he'll give me a quick, sorry, and he'll say, come on, guys. This is the kind of students that I have up here tonight, and I appreciate having all of you in my class. Thank you very much.
The staff member that we're going to acknowledge really makes a lot of fanfare. So when I announce her name, she makes a lot of applause and yells and screams. Nick Wolf, please come on up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Monique started at McCollum as a parent about 30 years ago. And one of her children who attended McCollum, Nicole, is here tonight. Nicole is your way to help celebrate her mom. And Monique's husband, Ray, is also here. Monique then continued at McCollum as a staff member in various capacities, eventually becoming our budget secretary in 2011, which is what she is today. And yes, so she's been our budget secretary for about 13 years or so, to our incredible benefit at McCollum. Monique is kind and patient and funny. She knows when not to worry and when to raise a red flag, and she knows when to laugh at the absurdities that school life sometimes presents us with. Monique knows all of the budget strings. As an alternative school, we are unique in a few ways, as are the rest of us tonight. And one of the things that makes us unique in McCall is the number of field trips that we go on, over 100. And our staff organizes those, but Monique is responsible for all of those contracts and all of that paperwork. And it really makes her job hard, but you wouldn't know that from watching her work. She is consistently thorough and responsive. Only I see what is kind of underneath that. It's about 4:30 every afternoon. When we get to complain a little bit, but never unsmooth. And she knows each of our staff members' idiosyncrasies, mine, Jeff's, which are completely different. One of the most important qualities of a secretary, so she can track them down and get them to do what it is they still need to do so she can get that contract. And every parent and staff member of McCall knows that they can count on Monique. They do not hesitate to work with her on facility issues and work orders and substitute issues and rat infestations, all of those things that happen at schools sometimes. Unfortunately for us, Monique is retiring at the end of this month. So she deserves the superintendent's award for a million different reasons, but this is also an opportunity for us to celebrate her leaving us for her next big thing with her husband Ray and her children and her grandchildren. Monique, we love and cherish you so much.
Let's give one more round of applause for all of our. When we hold our superintendent awards, I walk away more inspired, more relieved to know that our future is in such good hands, and it's so exciting to see our students' achievements and accomplishments and that potential of what we know they can do. So thank you to staff, thank you to parents, and thank you for students for joining us tonight. This is an amazing district, and I think as we look around this room, it really is a community that supports the learning of all students. So thank you for joining us tonight. Enjoy. We have some refreshments in the back there.